And we're live. Coming to you live with cracked pepper wheat thins.
Ooh, cracked
Wheat
pepper wheat
thins
thins.
today.
Mixing it up, away from the Triscuits, I see. So, how do they sound?
Sound. Oh no. Oh, nobody wants that.
Gotta have that extra crunch.
We're actually coming to you live from Naboo, surprisingly.
My favorite.
Out in the middle of the forest somewhere.
The Naboo jungles.
Right.
One of these random cameras popped up, so we said, well, here's where the show's gonna happen.
That's right.
Have you tried those blue shadow Triscuits?
Yeah.
Mike?
You only eat them one time.
Just a dash of the blue shadow virus.
Once in a lifetime experience.
Never eat them again.
Well, what was their slogan? You said it before.
They're to die for.
Triscuits to die for.
Alright, well, welcome back everyone to Star Wars Total Rewatch, where we are totally rewatching Star Wars. We are on the Clone Wars, Season 1, Episode 17?
17.
17.
The Blue Shadow Virus. So, who wants to give a little recap?
There's a mad scientist guy who is trying to bring a long thought destroyed virus back into the world, back into the galaxy.
He's a madman.
A madman.
And his laugh will make your skin tingle.
And of
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
since he's an evil scientist, he's got to, have a German accent.
What?
Naturally.
It's just a coincidence.
Very, very stereotypical crazy scientist voice.
Mm-hmm.
Jar Jar is on the team trying to stop him, so we're in good hands.
Yeah.
We're not sure whose team he's actually on, but he is there.
around.
He's just there.
He's not the only Gungan in this episode.
Right.
We have Peppy Bow.
Yeah, our first female Gungan,
Pepe.
as far as I'm aware.
Pepe the
Yeah.
Frog.
Awfully similar but backwards of Bo Peep.
Peppy Bow. Whoa.
Oh, because she had the
Oh.
big giant ticks. That makes
She was
sense.
kind of a shepherdess.
Like a staff.
Oh,
And she
Wow.
yeah.
Good catch. I think you're spot on with that.
That's what I thought of right away.
That's pretty silly, but I think you're right.
Little Pepe Bow.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
her shacks. That's what they're called.
Shacks.
Those tick things?
Yeah.
I thought they were the Anakin surfing.
They're just so romantic, is what they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could see Jar Jar and her just hitting it right off. And Jar Jar and Bo Peep.
They don't even. I thought it was going to be a love interest, but she barely did anything.
I kept with.
Oh no,
No,
don't worry.
she's
The Jar Jar love interest is like in the later seasons.
Oh, okay.
Here I was afraid I was going to miss out on that.
No, Peppy is a strong female character. She's not just a love interest.
Yeah. She actually,
She's- Can fight.
Yep.
One could argue she's not a love interest nor a strong.
Just there.
You could. Just there.
Yeah.
No, she does some stuff.
Doesn't she throw something at the villain at the end?
she tackles
yeah,
him.
yeah.
She saves the day.
She tackles him, yeah.
Yeah.
So very
Both
helpful.
Very athletically balances on one of the
Yes.
cameras
Yeah, you're
that
right.
comes out of the ground. Shows her athleticism
Mhm.
there too.
Oh, but we're getting ahead of ourselves again.
No, they are. Why did they even go to Naboo initially?
They went to Naboo because some battle droids were found on Naboo, or well, to be specifically, 2 battle
Yeah.
droids and a T-series tactical droid,
Right.
or 3 battle droids. Sorry. Wow, they used an RPS-6 to take out those Staps. A little excessive.
Excessive.
That's right. They do get to do a little bit of investigating, a little detective work, trying to figure out what's happening on Naboo.
Yeah, they capture the tactical droid and are actually able to interrogate him.
In a brutal fashion, they rip his eyes out and then bring him back to life. And C-3PO attempts to trick him into thinking that he's receiving a medal for his outstanding work, because that's something that droids value.
Sure. Yeah, we've gotten a number of interrogation scenes in this series.
Oh yeah, they just keep coming.
What I don't like is they have clearly a medical droid doing the operating procedures on these, like, droids.
They're also
So that they would,
yeah, be like an
surely
engineer.
they would want some sort
3PO
of
is so
mechanical droid.
squeamish He wants to shut himself down so he doesn't have to be present during the operation.
Well, later they actually was that in this one? They get a regular battle droid head, and they call it a lobotomy, like him taking their head off.
Man, what a scene by Jar Jar here.
Right? It's like, he hasn't messed something up in a while. Let's see what he can mess up.
Oh,
But that's his character.
This is the first, what should we say? First time we've seen him, and it's not like a Jar Jar centric episode. He's just around, kind of making a mess once in a while instead of the whole way through.
Mm-hmm.
he returns to his episode 1 roots.
Oh, just
Back to
knocking
his
droids
roots,
over.
Yeah.
Not central character, but just
Right.
there making a mess.
Knocks all the shells over and crushes the tactical droid.
Just when they're about to learn
So
something
helpful.
useful.
Well, he
Wow.
spills that there is a secret base on Naboo, but they don't know where it is.
They were really getting somewhere.
He's over there eating a bug or something,
He's
right?
attempting
He
to.
does figure it out because he knows where the bug was from, which apparently came in with the droid.
No, I don't think he figures it out. They give him credit, but then they say where it is. He doesn't
He
even
says
say
where
anything.
it is.
Only by some tree.
He says he only finds
The
them in one
mud
place.
under the pillow tree.
Oh, I thought for sure the pilot said it.
One
All right, I guess we have to give Jar Jar
Just like
credit.
so begrudging. fine. He helped.
point to Jar Jar.
Yep.
Although, as you mentioned in one of his other episodes, he kind of helps people out of situations that he also causes.
Right.
So you kind of just break even.
Helps as much as he hurts. They're on Naboo, so there's the queen and all of her makeup.
The new queen?
The new queen. I don't know. I don't know.
She
if they
could
say
be
her
the
name.
decoya.
Captain. She could be. Captain Typho is in this though, which is great. I like to see Captain Typho.
It's fun to see what's happening on Naboo since we last saw it.
Queen Niutni.
Okay, then.
You know.
Did they finally elect somebody who's old enough to understand how the galaxy works?
They're
this time?
always young. That's like their tradition.
And she's also speaking in that funny accent that Padme used when she was queen.
Yeah, that's just what they do. She's a successor to Queen Jamelia, who is the one we see in episode 3? 2?
3.
2.
1.
This is... Blast off. This
0.
is before episode 3.
2. You're right.
One?
In episode
0?
2.
What?
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I do, yeah. I do.
But yeah, little poor Bo Peep loses half of her tick flock because they drink
Half
out
of
of
her
the
sheep.
poisoned.
To the blue shadow virus.
Mhm.
Little Bo Peep has lost half of her tick flock. Oh boy.
Look at that background there. Just that perfect Windows screensaver background.
Well, that's what Naboo is. That's where that, they live on that Windows desktop.
That's where their background originated.
It really looks super bland.
Yeah,
in the
I know.
cartoon.
There's not very much detail.
There's no grass. It's just like a texture.
Like just a big blob planet.
That Windows desktop is a real hill.
Oh yeah, I know.
People have gone there and taken other pictures of it.
Whole story behind it.
Why was it chosen?
I don't know. It just
Thought
looked
it
nice.
looked idyllic.
Who took it?
I mean, you can
I don't remember
read
it.
up on it. There's like interviews with the photographer. The picture is called Bliss by Charles O'Rear, and it's totally unedited, which is nuts.
Yeah, they said that it looks very photoshopped, but I
Right.
guess not.
Possibly the most viewed photograph in the entire world history.
Wait, what is that?
The Windows desktop background.
Well, that's because everyone had Windows. That's
exactly
a ridiculous statement.
That's why.
Naboo is basically just that,
Oh yeah.
but like on wraparound desktop wallpaper.
360.
Did I make that joke correctly? What's the setting where your wallpaper just repeats itself if it doesn't fit on the screen?
Tile?
Oh, no.
Yeah, tile. Sorry, that's what I
see,
meant.
see.
Where Naboo is like that, where it's just that same hill over and over,
Just repeating itself. Yeah.
repeating itself.
There you go.
Repeating itself.
So what is it? They track the droid somehow to this middle of the
They don't
forest.
track a droid. This is just where they thought it might be.
They don't track the actual droid, but they trace it to
As far
where
as,
it
yeah,
came from.
where it could have come from.
And all these hidden cameras are popping up out of the ground because the mad scientist has his mad base underground.
Security droids pop up.
We find the hatch from Lost.
I
Proceed to
thought that
spend
too.
an entire season trying to get it open.
And Desmond is hanging out down there.
But they find it because Jar Jar
Mhm.
slipped and fell face first into it.
Again, he's helpful without intending to be.
Useful as always.
This seemed like a bad move on the part of the mad scientist because he captures Padme and Jar Jar like nobody's going to come looking for them. He's not that smart.
It's because they are such wonderful specimens.
Yeah,
says.
it's wonderful.
Ah.
How has he been able to lay low for this long?
Maybe this is his second day there. Probably not.
He's already managed to recreate the virus, though.
He's just that good.
Yeah.
He recreates it about as quickly as they find a cure for it in the follow-up episode, which we haven't gotten to yet.
And we haven't watched yet.
What?
Sorry, I mean,
Spoiled movie
Maybe.
magic.
maybe that's what will happen. We'll find out. I wasn't really clear though. Is he working for Palpatine, or is he just kind of a rogue mad scientist?
I don't know. It seems kind of more rogue,
It's kind of what I thought.
He has
or
battle
like
droids,
somebody's
but yeah.
somebody's pet project.
I thought he was working for the Empire.
I wonder if like
It
initially,
said
but
that they
now he's
supported
just
him.
like gone nuts because I don't think anybody wants the Blue Shadow virus to be made.
Mm-mm.
Like, that sounds like a terrible idea.
I just assumed they wanted to create a cure and they would profit off it.
Could be.
Yeah, I was wondering what would have happened if this thing did get all over the galaxy. You think that would throw everything off?
Maybe he is just insane. I kind of just assumed he was just a separatist.
Well, he does have. He said he had the support of his separatists.
Hmm.
Support of my compassionate friends, as he
In the
says.
Separatist Alliance.
So maybe it wasn't like
Yeah.
the higher ups, like Dooku, who approved it, but maybe like somebody else in the Separatist Alliance.
Yeah, I could see
Who's
that.
also slightly mad. Sets this guy
Their
up.
own agendas. His name is Nuvo Vindi, just to mention. And the species is the Faust. So,
Wow.
very German.
Faust.
Isn't Faust the one who makes the deal with the
The devil. Yeah.
Mm.
Yep. I was gonna
There
say
you
it was
go.
like it's a play, right?
Allegory there. Yeah.
He says yeah a lot. Yeah.
I see nothing.
I know nothing.
Yes, he's all like, I'm creating life, and by creating life, he means creating the virus.
It's classic mad scientist trope.
I've never
He
seen
zaps it
anything
with,
like
like,
it before.
Lightning, electricity to create it somehow, like Frankenstein.
Hi. Hannah
Right.
just
Right.
a wild Hannah appeared. Hi.
Bling.
Hello?
Hi.
Am I just jumping in the
Jump
middle?
right on
hello.
in.
Yeah.
Part 2 of episode 17. Blue Shadow virus.
Oh boy.
There's Bo Peep.
Yeah, little Bo Peep has lost her ticks.
Gross.
They died in a very elegant manner. But anyways, yes. So the Jedi show up to save the day. Of course, Padme's like, "Hey, you should totally send Obi-Wan and Anakin."
Anakin, I got a problem.
Just not subtle at all.
She
I
calls
just
the
keep
answer.
thinking that watching this show.
Obi-Wan totally knows.
Do you think I think everybody probably knows, and they're just not saying anything.
They're just like humoring them, thinking they have this huge secret.
Yeah, right.
I always try to play it off as because Anakin's so emotional around her, obviously when she's in danger.
Yeah.
But he's also, he's pretty attached and emotional with everyone, even his R2 droid, like we saw in one episode. So I feel like Obi-Wan just kind of
That's true.
Just real
plays it off
moody.
as that.
Yeah.
And he's known her since he first came here.
Yeah, I mean,
Since
he's
he
thought
was a
about her
little
since he was a
boy.
little kid.
And I mean,
Yeah.
she is an angel.
Alright, Anakin said a couple words, like curse words.
Poodoo.
Voodoo, and there was another one.
I think that's in the next episode.
Okay.
Though.
I just thought it's fun to kind of hear him say some of
Not that
those
we've seen it.
slang terms that he would say when he was a kid, or hear people say. Still that little boy I knew on Tatooine.
So they decide to assault the lab.
Yeah.
I guess they don't really have another option, but
I was really surprised by how cool this episode suddenly got.
Yeah.
Like, it was fine, but I wasn't expecting it to get into all the action. The fight in the tunnel was
Oh,
great.
yeah.
right? Obi-Wan and Anakin diving into the smoke, into the busted out lab.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
pretty
and the
great.
destroyer droids were rolling up on the walls down there. That was awesome.
I love the color scheme here too. In the tunnels. Very
Hmm.
cool.
And that's his the tunnels leading to that underground lair. He's got this whole network.
Yeah,
down there.
yeah. So they blow holes in 3 different spots on the base, underground base.
I was a bit confused why they dropped bombs on a lab full of bombs.
Yeah, good
What
point.
was the logic there?
Did they know though?
But there's
I don't
They
think
did.
I don't think they knew, did they?
Yeah, they did because they talked about where the bombs were probably located.
seems a
Who
little
told them?
risky.
Padme said that, didn't she?
Yeah, they could detect where all the radiation was. They're like, we're pretty sure that's where they're assembling the bombs.
You're right. That could have gone pretty badly.
Knowingly dropping bombs on the
They
place.
just had questions.
Well, I wanted to point out just now. I noticed they're throwing they're just your standard frag grenades, and they're blowing holes in this roof,
Yeah.
in this bunker.
Frag grenades. Those are totally thermal detonators.
It looks like every other grenade they're throwing in any other scene.
They probably have different colors on them or something. The clones know which ones they're using.
I mean, eventually we'll start seeing them pull out their droid poppers, as they're called. And of course, we see the fragmentation grenades that show up in Rogue One and The Mandalorian. The Death Troopers head. They're the black cylindrical type ones.
Nice.
Yeah, there's your little trivia for today.
That guy is so melodramatic, Dr. Vindy.
Yeah.
Take another step and your friends die.
Yeah.
That was just like, you guys probably already talked about him, but I was just like, oh my gosh, such a stereotypical scientist bad guy.
Yeah.
I was a little bit annoyed with him.
But his laugh was so unique.
Because all scientists are Germans and Nazis, right?
Only
Yeah,
the evil
only
ones.
the good ones, yeah.
Earlier he comes into his battle droids and he says, "Good news."
My automatous
I
friends.
thought of my automatons. I was thinking of
Professor.
Futurama. There you
Good
go.
news, everyone.
Good news, everyone. As far as destroying the base, Obi-Wan is quite prepared to even sacrifice all of Naboo as long as the bombs don't leave the planet. He kind of keeps on telling Anakin, he's like, you gotta, weigh out the lives here. Like, you can't just
Right.
always go after Padme like he wants
You can't
to.
save everyone at the risk of the entire galaxy getting the blue shadow virus.
Yeah, that's a running theme too.
He just goes after Padme.
Yeah, he
now.
totally lets
Yeah.
the scientists almost escape.
We see some different clones. We see the clone engineers, bomb squad.
No, that's the
Mm.
orange guys. Okay.
The bomb room looks just like those bomber ships in The Last Jedi.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Oh yeah.
Just a rows and rows of bombs, and they all light up when activated.
Hmm.
And apparently, these engineers defuse all of them.
Which I am.
Yeah, one at a time, manually.
Those guys are good.
Luckily, there's 5 guys and hundreds of bombs.
They get their Mandalorian war chant playing and they just go at it.
Yeah, they've got that set up on the boombox. in the back wall.
Let's do this.
I love that.
Get it cranking.
Just the electric guitar peals, and they're like, "Let's do this."
Right. And one of the little assistant droids has one of the bombs. And
Yeah,
it's
what kind of droid is
running
he?
away.
He's funny looking.
We saw one before in
Yeah.
the movie. That's what I was like. I saw that before. General
Oh.
Loathsome had one.
I kind of hate those things. I don't even know why.
LEP servant droids. Yeah, they look pretty stupid.
Don't worry, there's plenty of
A
them.
cat.
Like fat rabbits.
They kind of look like a little stuffed
Looks
animal.
like a cat or something. Yeah.
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 Just gonna keep doing that.
My question is, why do they have to like dive for the vials?
Instead of using the Force.
Anakin like dives away from to catch the
Obi-Wan
vials,
does it later,
and then the
too.
doctor gets away, and Obi-Wan does it later too, and both like can
Yeah.
easily move
In a pinch,
little
it's
things
too
with
much
the
to
Force.
concentrate on to grab it with the Force.
I don't think so. If someone was like throwing a rock directed at your face, you would stop it with the Force.
Right.
Yeah,
It should be
you just do a
instinct.
quick hand, brush it out of the way.
I think you see some inconsistencies
What?
there, certainly. Because 1 minute they'll be just like throwing whatever they want, and then the next minute
Yeah.
they can't catch a vial.
Some days you just can't catch a vial.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, what was it like? Obi-Wan or Anakin used the Force to lift Padme
Yeah.
from that train to the other train.
He did do that.
Oh
Just
yeah.
crazy stuff like that.
Maybe it takes a lot of nuance because they don't want to break the vial, The little heart.
Padme.
How much Force power he has right now? Maybe he expended
Oh,
it
yeah.
all already.
Oh, he expended his Force powers. Yes.
I'm low on
Gotta
energy.
Wait for it to recharge. Low
Yep.
on energy.
I thought it felt kind of Mission Impossible-y, trying to catch all those little vials of
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mission
stuff that he's throwing.
Impossible-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There.
Peppy Bow saves the day by stopping him from escaping.
She's you notice that at the tip
Go,
of
Peppy.
her staff has the
Go,
shock rifle,
Peppy
same as
go.
Mandalorian.
Peppy Bow. Oh, okay. Yeah, it has the electrified fork tip, like Mandalorian rifle. I see.
Yeah.
Basically is. That's interesting.
Doesn't shoot. That's the only difference.
I don't know if that is what shoots on the Mandalorian's gun, because in the first episode of season 2, we see it emitting electrical.
No, I know. I'm just saying that weapon she
Her
has
weapon is
doesn't
just
shoot.
the staff, yeah, with like that tip. So
Just the bayonet.
Where his is a gun with the tip.
yeah, that's very interesting. Good connection. So it was reintroduced into Star Wars lore in Clone Wars series before the Mandalorian.
Mhm.
That goes back to the holiday special cartoon.
Oh yes.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Boba Fett in that cartoon uses one of those
Yeah, with
sticks on his
electric- Wow.
sea monster that he's riding.
Wow,
It's great.
Wow.
And
that's incredible.
they managed to disarm all the bombs just before his countdown timer goes off.
Yeah, that's very impressive. I guess they are the best.
Always stops at
The best of
one.
the best.
One might even say most impressive.
Mm. Yeah, stereotypicalness aside, it was a fine episode. Jar Jar was there, but he played his role and didn't overstay his welcome.
We should make it very clear. It does not end here. Like they stopped the
See,
bad
I
guy.
was so thrown off.
Yeah.
It looked like it ended, and then all of a sudden,
This is not a one-off episode. So
Okay, I guess we'll talk about the next episode.
we
soon
will, we
enough.
will.
But yeah, I thought it was over as well.
yeah, it feels like it, but it is not, which is kind of cool.
It's only just begun.
I like that they went to Naboo. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Nice
fun
to
to
see
see
it again.
a little bit of what's happening there.
Mm-hmm. See the Queen and see another Gungan. I really thought they were gonna try to do some like romantic Jar Jar
Did
subplot.
you?
That's exactly what we
Yeah,
said
I
too.
did say that too. Cody assured us that Jar Jar has a love interest later in the series. So
Oh, great.
We have that to look forward to. That'll keep me coming back.
Yeah, that was episode 17. Quite the adventure.
Pretty timely with the virus thing.
what?
Yeah, I know. Current events.
I'm also quarantining right now, so like, oh, relatable.
Have you been exposed to the blue shadow?
No, I just got sick. I think I just have a cold, but I still was like, I better get tested and not see anybody
Yeah, it's
for a while, just in case.
Okay.
you just never know these days.
Or was it the ruse virus?
Oh no!
Ooh.
Let's hope not, because there was no cure for that one. Or wait, no, there was.
There was, yeah.
Created by Aaron's father, whose name I forgot.
That's good enough to remember that.
Yeah, I know. I forgot her name was
Surprised.
Aaron. But yes, that was the Blue Shadow virus.
And remember, everybody, fear is a disease. Hope is its only cure.
There is a.
We don't need
cure.
medicine, just hope.
Because fear is the mind killer.
Oh, there's a little Dune reference for everyone there.
Oh,
You say Dune?
yeah.
Yeah.
Doom.
Dune.
Or Dune with an N?
With an
With
N.
N.
Wait, with an
D-O-O-N-E.
M or an...
More like Frank Herbert's Dune.
What?
Mind blown.
Mystery of 1,000 Dunes. Next episode. I
Oh,
mean,
right.
Mystery of 1,000 Moons. Next
There you
episode.
Oh.
Next time.
Star Wars Total Rewatch.
Bye.
Bye.